How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be showing you the arsenal we're going to be using for the summer, all of our gear and rods and stuff. Not lures, just rods and lines, pretty much it. Today I just got my new reel in, so this is my go-to rod. It's the favorite Absolute with the loose carbon fire fast action spinning reel. Fast action, what's it called? Bait casting reel. And it's a 7.5 gear ratio, so I like that about it. It's for like, if you want to throw fast action baits like chatter baits or anything. You can actually throw like anything you feel like. It's like perfect. But it's a medium 7.7. Let me see it. It is 7 foot 2 inches, so it's like perfect range for whatever you feel like doing. It doesn't collapse, so I like that because whenever I cast, it always slides off. So I don't like that, but I still own a couple that do that. So this was probably my favorite one I have, and I'm going to be throwing it. So I'm going to be throwing like spinner baits, chatter baits. So basically, this swing's for any moving baits, and that's what I like to throw. So I'll show you my jig setup. Let me put this guy away. Next is my first bait casting reel I ever had, and I 100% recommend this for if you're starting out into bait casting fishing, if you don't know if you like it yet, because it's overall, you pay under $100 for this thing. So this is a Abu Garcia Silver Max pole. It's very short. It's a 6 foot 5 inch rod, so it doesn't collapse either. It's really light on the tip and then stiff right here. But the reel on it is the Abu Garcia Black Max, which is one of the best cheap bait casting reels you can buy out there. And it's a 6.5 gear ratio, so it's like my jigging pole. So anything like football jigs, swimming jigs, anything you feel like on this thing. But also I throw like bladed jigs on this a lot more too, so I like this thing. So moving on to my flip reel. This is an Abu Garcia Vengeance, my favorite spinning reel for. It's very light on the tip. So this is like a twitch reaction rod, kind of. So the tip is super flexible. Like it's almost like the banana rod at the tip, but you get really heavy as you go on to the beginning, so you don't just break it all of a sudden. But one thing I don't like about this rod is that the eyelets are so like far out there. They're so thin, they break off really easy. So if you ever get this, I recommend you get a rod cover. So if you ever like slam it down, you have a really good chance of breaking one of those eyelets. And then the reel is what came with it, is the Abu Garcia Vengeance Ultra Max. So it's a 5.1 gear ratio, but you're doing big cranks, so that doesn't really matter. But anything slow, I could use it with this. So negative rigging is perfect, jigs, etc. So moving on to my last pole, which is a goof rod, is my banana rod. I caught a 3-pound bass on this thing. This thing is so funny. I have a little Daiwa Samurai. It's a little small guy. All of it's rubbed off, so I don't even know the gear ratio. So, but it's just a little cheap crappie pole rod and pole. The rod is $20. You can get at your local Bass Pro Shops, and it's called Microlight Glass. So you can get this. Any reel would work fine. It just has a ton of extension on it, so you can put a bigger reel on if you felt like it. But it's just something to mess around with. And the line I use mainly is, I don't have my braid because Mama Mondo threw it away. So on my rods that I really like using, on the banana rod, I have an 8-pound fluorocarbon trilene. So that's just perfect for like if you're bluegill fishing. And today I tried this out. This is probably my new favorite line. It's Pline Original 20-pound fluorocarbon. And we have that on Dad's rod right now, and that was really good. And you can see the fish I caught on it. And we'll roll the clip.
Ooh, that's smooth.
Yeah, got one. Dude, holy cow, not expecting that.
Next, I like this. It's a little too light. for the stuff I'm using it for. So I'm probably going to get, whenever I get my next flip reel put on there, but it works really good on like a lighter bait caster. It's 10-pound fluorocarbon, but after knowing a little bit more how it flies, I'd recommend getting like 15 or 12, but that's it. And then, yeah, I got 12-pound extra strong fluorocarbon, so I need to put that on there. So these are all my favorite lines. And yeah, the braid, I don't even remember what it's called. It's Power, what's it?
Power Pro.
I like 30-pound Power Pro mossy green braid. That's what I throw, but it's not here. So. Now we're going to show you what Ethan do.
What's up, guys? This is my setup for spring fishing and summer fishing. I got this frogging pole. It is a favorite Flair's frogging flipping stick. It's 7.3 low fast action. It's extra heavy. I've got a 30-pound braid on there. You can see I've got my frog on there, and I've got the Abu Garcia Pro Max on here. It's really good for frogging, getting those thick lily pads, thick reeds, thick grass and stuff, and yanking them out of there when you get a good blow up. Next up, I just got this rod. Haven't used it yet, but I've used something very similar. It is a favorite. What is this one called?
It's
a
the
Defender. It's the Defender. It's got the Defender reel on it. It is 7'2" and fast action. It is I got this rod for like my bladed jigs, my swim baits, my what are they called, spinner baits, stuff like that, jerk baits, because it's really nice and finesse at the tip, but then it has a really strong backbone. And I got 15-pound fluorocarbon on here.
Oopsies.
Next, I got, this is more like a I don't know, it's like a finesse rod and a good jig rod. I like it for my jigs. I use it for jigging a lot. It's a St. Croix Mojo Inshore 7.6 fast action. I've got 20-pound braid on here. Right now I've got my Guggen jerk bait on here. And this pole's my favorite pole. It's more on the expensive side, so if you're getting into fishing, I don't think you want to spend that much money. But it's a really, really good pole. And I've got the Penn Fierce 3 on here. And it's my favorite rod. I've like, the tip is really, really good. Like really finesse, so I can feel everything that jig is hitting. And so I know when the bite comes on. Next, I got this. This is my first rod when I first started getting bass fishing. It is a Ugly Stick Elite. It's a really good finesse rod. I use it for my wacky worms and Texas rigs, my weightless stuff. It's really good if you're getting into fishing. I think I spent
40 bucks.
No, it was like 60 bucks, and it came with a reel. But I've had it for like 3 seasons now, and I've caught tons of fish on it. It's really good. The tip's really finesse, and then it's got really, really strong backbone. You can see. But I got a Lose. I don't even know what this thing is. A Lose.
It's a Mach
1. I think I had Abu Garcia on here, but Timmy broke it with his behind, trying to fix it. So he bought me this one. And then after this, I got this little banana rod.
Yeah, you got one too.
Just for jokes. It's banana rod. Gator already said it. Mine's a lot longer than his is. Mine is like.
Yeah, what's mine?
Mine is 6 feet 6 inches, and I've got this crappy Max. It was like 20 bucks. This whole setup right here is like 40 bucks. So I'm gonna like get some like micro lures on here, some micro jigs, stuff like that. Yeah, Gators is.
Yeah, mine's a 5-footer.
5 foot.
I like the small. Like, it's fun. And then now I'm gonna show you Dad's rod and reel, because that's probably my favorite like bait casting reel I've ever used. Whoops.
You just crushed my rod.
Here's my dad's rod and reel set up. Here's the new line I was talking about, the Pline. It's the original. It's like, it was perfect today. I already caught a fish on it, And you can throw anything you want in this. This is like a go-to rod. It's like a medium heavy, and it's like the tip is just perfect for like getting good hook sets without yanking it and ripping it out of their mouth, or just not getting a hook set at all. It's just perfect. And then you got the 7.5 gear ratio on it, so you get the fast but not too fast, so you can throw anything you feel like on it. So if you want like a go-to pole, it was $125, but if you want a go-to rod that comes with the reel and the rod, and they're both excellent stuff, and just go pick it up at like your local Field and Stream or fishing store, wherever you're at. It's been through 2 seasons of saltwater fishing and no salt in it, and he had braid on too, so
no corrosion.
No corrosion, because braid holds water. That's why I took all my braid off in the wintertime, because my thumb would freeze off, it felt like. But perfect. There's so smooth. So definitely recommend this rod. Nothing wrong about it. So hope you guys enjoyed today's episode about showing you our arsenal. You have anything to say? Comment down below.